Welcome all to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. I am Assistant Professor C. Kalpana.
In this session, I'm going to discuss about software engineering course. In previous session, we were discussing and understanding what is software engineering, definition of software engineering, and some of the basic concepts of software engineering. Before getting into the main concept, first of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the various resources from where I've taken the materials for reference. In this lecture, I'm going to discuss why customer is called as a king. We all know if our product want to be a successful product, we should satisfy the needs of the customer. Unless a customer is happy with the product, our product is not going to be a successful product. Let us understand this with a simple example. So I'm going to take Amazon online shopping cart. Amazon is always rated high and also they have a good demand. Why? Because they value the customer by providing quality product and also on-time delivery, return and refund. What should we understand is always customer should be satisfied with the product. Only then our product is going to be a successful product. So that is why customer is always considered as a king. Next, we will understand what is SDLC. The main aim is to develop a high quality product and deliver a quality product to the customer. Each product, when it is developed, have to undergo the various phases in its lifetime. The different phases of SDLC are requirement analysis, design, implementation, testing and maintenance. By using common methods, software cannot be sensed. Why? Because they are virtual in nature. The software product is in executable form, so it cannot be checked by natural method like touch, smell, taste, etc. Software cannot be measured. It needs testing in real-time environment, but no exhaustive testing can be done. Software is unique in nature, so no similar products are developed. The condition defined by the software program should be executed in the same manner. Combination of condition and algorithm is very large, so testing is impossible. So these are some of the characteristics of software. These are some of the characteristics of software. Next, we are going to understand about software development process. Software development process define how the software is built. There are various approaches that is used to build the software. Each approach has its own pros and cons. Some of the basic approaches are waterfall development model, iterative development model, incremental development model, spiral development model, prototyping development model, rapid development model, and agile development model. These are the models used for developing a software. We are going to understand one by one. The very first model is waterfall development model. Waterfall development model have various phases. First one is requirement, design, development, testing, deployment and maintenance. We will understand one by one. Let us understand the concept of waterfall model with example of banking application. Let us assume that Citibank is planning to have a new banking application. We all know the first phase is requirement gathering and analysis. Based on the discussion with the customer, the business analyst will gather the information that is requirement from the customer and document it. While going through the requirement and analyzing, it is revealed that the project need has to answer the following questions. Will the new bank application be used in more than one country? Do we have to support multiple language? How many users are expected to use the application, etc. Waterfall is the simplest software development model and extensively used in development process study. There are different waterfall models, namely waterfall model, iterative model, etc. It is highly desirable to use, but it is not feasible to work with waterfall model because it is used only for primary study purpose. The arrows in waterfall model are unidirectional. It means there is no reverse going. It assumes that developers get all requirements from customer on one go. The collected requirements are now converted to high or low level design. Design are implanted through coding. Coding is integrated, testing is done, the final output is deployed, future activities are handled through maintenance. Waterfall is the shortest route model. It gives highest efficiency and productivity. Next phase is system design. Based on the requirement, now the architect and senior members start developing the design. So the design is based on high level and low level. It is decided that banking application needs to have redundant backup and failure capabilities such that system is accessible 24/7. The architect creates the architecture diagram and high-level, low-level design documents. The next phase is implementation phase. The development team works on coding the project. They take the design document and based on the design, the developers will start developing the code. The next phase is implementation phase. The development team works on coding the project. They take the design documents and ensure that the coding is done according to the design. Since the application is a banking application, they give high priority to the security. So they implement several security checks, audit logging features in the application. Next is testing. Once the coding part is over, the testing team tests the complete application and tries to find any defect in the application. So the defect should be fixed by the developer and the testing team tests the fixes to ensure that defect is fixed. They also perform regression testing of the application to find out whether any new defects were introduced. Security testing team were assigned to test the security of the banking application. Next comes the deployment model. The team built and installed the application on the server which were produced for the banking application. Some of the high-level activities include installing the OS on the server, installing security patches, hardening the server, installing web servers and application servers, installing the database, etc. They also will coordinate with the network and IT administrative team to finally get the application up and running on the production servers. Next comes maintenance. During the maintenance phase, the team ensures that application is running smoothly on the server without any downtime. If any issues occur that are reported after going live are fixed by the team and it is tested by the testing team. Examples of waterfall model are: in olden days, waterfall model was used to develop enterprise applications like CRM, that is Customer Relationship Management System, Human Resource Management System, Supply Chain Management. Now let us discuss the advantages of waterfall model. Waterfall model is simple and easy to understand and use. It is easy to manage because it has a high rigidity of the model. Each phase has specific deliverables and a review process. in this model phase are processed and completed one at a time. Phases do not overlap. Waterfall model works well for smaller projects where requirements are clearly defined and very well understood. Next, disadvantages of waterfall model. Once an application is in testing stage, it is very difficult to go back and change something that was not well thought out in the concept stage. No working software is produced until late during the life cycle. There is always a high amount of risk and uncertainty. Not a good model for complex and object-oriented projects. Poor model for long and ongoing projects. It is not suitable for projects where requirements are at a moderate to high risk of changing. So when we can use waterfall model? The waterfall model is used only when the requirements are very well known, clear and fixed. The product definition should be stable. Technology should be understandable. There are no ambiguous requirements. And ample resources with required expertise are available freely. And the project is short. In waterfall model, very less customer interaction is involved during the development of the product. Once the product is ready, then only it can be demonstrated to the end user. Once the product is developed and if any failure occurs, then the cost of fixing such issues are very high because we need to update everything from document till the logic. In today's world, waterfall has been replaced by other models like iterative, agile, etc. Limitations. There is no feedback loop available. Assume that requirements are stable, no problem encountered during entire lifecycle development process. No rework is involved. Thank you.